Hey everybody, welcome to Alum House Sound. My name is Dave, and today we're going to talk about an update to this amazing streaming platform that I've got right back here. This is the OSEE GoStream Deck Kit, and this thing is an amazing platform. I've talked about it in a previous video where I did a full review of this entire platform. It's got a built-in screen, as you can see here. It's got a 4-channel video switcher, multiple audio inputs on it. It's got both HDMI and SDI inputs, but today what I want to talk to you about are some of the audio enhancements on the most recent firmware update. So I want to get a little closer, a little more in-depth on it, and walk you through some of the menu items so you can see some of the amazing enhancements. Now, before we get started, one of the immediate things that I asked for after they sent me the recent firmware update to test out was, when do we get a computer-based interface that we can go in? Right now, it is all interfaced based on the touch controls on the unit itself. And while that's great to be out on the field, you've got all access to everything, which is different than some of its competitors where you have to have a computer plugged in to be able to utilize all of the features. That being said, if I want to be kind of very specific about my refinements of some of these audio features, I'd love to have a computer interface. No sweat though, that is in the works apparently, I've been told, and so I'm excited when that comes out to be able to test it out as well. But let's dive in a little closer to the OSEE GoStream Deck Kit, and we can look at all of these updates in the firmware. All right, so we're up close and personal here with the screen that's on this GoStream Deck Kit, and there's a button that's right down here on the screen. It's a menu button, and if I push that menu button, there's also a rotary encoder just above it that you can also push, and so when I push this, we get a screen that comes up. This accesses the menu, and in that menu, let me just go ahead and zoom in here. So on this menu now, we've got the color back, and a lot of these settings and menus are the same as what has been here. But what I want to do is scroll down to down here, the audio mixer. So if I come down a little further, here we go. Here's the audio mixer, right below fade to black. If I click on audio mixer, I then have all of my input sources. Mic 1 is here. Mic 2, and then you have your inputs from your camera. So you've got input 1, 2, 3, and 4. You even have your auxiliary in, which is a 5th source, which can have audio coming in. You can look at program, you can look at your headphones, as well as just an overall crossfade setup. So there's a bunch of settings in here in the audio. Let's scroll up to the top and just click on mic 1. When I click on mic 1, it takes me over to enabling my mic. We've also got panning and a fader level. But then if I scroll down a little bit further, I've got a delay feature. So I can delay the signal if I need that audio match up better with my video. We have a high pass filter here, which we can enable, and then we've got the frequency for the high pass filter. So that's great. And if I click on that, it's got some preset values in here, which are pretty standard. So anything from really low stuff. Here I've got 45 Hertz, and then I've got 48 Hertz, and then 52. So this is a pretty good and fine-tuned band here. I think I had this up at 105. We'll set it at 98. And then we scroll down a little further. You've also got a slope for your high-pass filter. Do you want it to be 6 dB, 12 dB, 18 dB, or 24 dB per octave? I've got it at 12 dB just for standard settings. Look at this, a De-Esser. We can enable the De-Esser, and just below it, you've got your De-Esser threshold, you've got a De-Esser ratio, you've got your De-Esser attack time, release time, gain, all of these frequency for your De-Esser. So how powerful is that? If you're taking this out on the field, let me turn this off because I'm sending in a full mix, but if you take this out on the field, you can have 2 microphones from doing interviews, and if you hear that you're in testing, that you slap some headphones in, because by the way, this has a headphone out, unlike many of its competitors, you can put a de-esser right on that vocal, and be set up. Now, I've turned that back off. Let's scroll down a little further. And what we'll be able to see here is, get past all the De-Esser settings. Then we've got a gate. We can set up a gate and turn that on. There's a gate threshold. You've got attack time and hold time and release time for your gate. You've got a range. Then we have a compressor. So a De-Esser and a compressor. How awesome is that? Got your compressor threshold, ratio, attack time, all your standard settings for a compressor. And then you've got an EQ. You've got a low band, a low frequency, and you've got a low gain. Then you've got a Q, and you've got a mid band with frequency, gain, and Q, a high band with frequency, gain, and Q, all built in to every audio input. So not just the microphone inputs, but all of your camera inputs as well. And so think of the possibilities there. How powerful is that to have 4 camera inputs, an auxiliary input, and 2 mic inputs? And let's say you're out on the field, you're doing an interview or a panel discussion, and you've got multiple cameras set up. You can have a microphone from each presenter going into each camera. That could feed into all of this GoStream Deck. You've then got all of these audio features, De-Esser, compressor, and a multi-band EQ that has Q control. Man, I love that they put the Q control, because sometimes you just need to pull out a certain frequency. You know, you've got a feedback frequency or something that sounds weird, and you don't need this whole big band removed. You can really, trim it down and refine it. But I love the way that they've updated this firmware and all those audio settings that are available. A gate, I don't know that I'm going to use a gate much for myself, but if you need to, man, you've got a gate on all of those audio inputs as well. So I'm going to put a link to the video review that I did in the description, as well as a link, because this thing is on sale right now. This whole compact unit usually retails at $1,000. I just noticed that it's on sale on their website right now, as of the publishing of this video, for under $800. So it's an incredible deal to get a monitor, a video switcher, the hard carrying case. It's got a built-in fan, SDI or HDMI inputs. I can't speak highly enough of it, and I use it anytime I live stream for my channel here, or anytime I go and do any sports live streamings outside of my house here, my studio. When I'm doing sporting events, that live streams to my secondary channel. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a like. Maybe hit the subscribe button. That always helps the channel. Share this around with other folks that you think would benefit from the audio enhancements in this portable streaming device here made by OSEE, the GoStream. If you've got questions, leave those questions in the comment section below. I'm always answering questions. You can also find my website down below if you've got one-on-one help that you need, or independent questions that you want to just reach out and start a conversation outside of YouTube. But that's it for now. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.